Hey, I'm Grant. Welcome back to Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop. So we got a couple small side missions to do while we wait for Carlito to come out of hiding or something, I think is what I just called it. So it's going to be pretty easy. This is the hanging by a thread scoop. It's just go save 2 people in Wonderland Plaza. Pretty easy. So I'm here, but this is weird. There's like no zombies besides Joe and the poodles. Like there's 2 Joes and 1 poodle. This is really abnormal. But anyway, I ended up actually taking the shortcut. Oh, I bet, you know why? It's so they can spawn a bunch over here, isn't it? Or maybe not. Maybe it's just Joe's. Maybe actually try this queen here. I've been hoarding these and I can't hold a lot of food because of all these ones that I have. Hoping I didn't unequip something super important right now. And I don't know if I can actually aim these or what. Okay. See, this was a hidden scoop before. Normally, when you actually come and do this, you're just meant to see it. You're doing like the Joe the Cop scoop. It's the same area. And I wonder, maybe that's why there's a lot of Joes, is because you're technically meant to be fighting Joe at this period. Okay. I'm guessing maybe you're meant to have queens for that. Because you clearly have to throw something. Molotov's pretty bad. I guess if you save like the basic handgun, that wouldn't be too terrible either. Or if I can just, yeah, clip him. It's interesting. It's a little... Oh yeah, see, they're giving you handgun ammo, so I guess you're meant to use that there. Which I literally just sold my handgun. I don't know if you guys saw my inventory. But I had just so many guns because I'd gotten upgrades. Yeah, see, now there's zombies. So I wanted to actually make sure I had a good set. But then it's like, well, might as well get rid of all these other guns. Like the handgun, what's the point? I can only hold 4 guns. Like actually in my equip screen. So if I have the better version, what am I doing with these crappier versions? So I sold those off, but my point is I also want to go get rid of some of this other baggage I have, particularly the Molotovs and the Queens, just because as my inventory's been filling up and as my leveling has slowed down, I've been carrying less and less food, which has been an issue, because if I only have like 1 or 2, if I only have 1 or 2 pieces of food, I can't really do what I need to if they start taking hits. I basically only have enough ammo and food for me. So let me go ahead and use this right here. It's probably a little bit wasteful because it's pretty damn awesome, actually, that you can use the queens to kill Joe. That's something where queens are nice, obviously, in Dead Rising 1, but the fact that they can hurt these special zombies and crowds of special zombies, that's actually pretty big. So let me just slowly escort these guys. If I have what I think I have equipped, this is that black tail that Cletus was fixing for you. You actually have this in the entrance plaza for some reason. I guess it's Frank's. They don't really make it clear, but you had a broken one for some reason. Wait, no, I think actually, I'll have to check the footage, but I think actually there's some random throwaway line during one of the loading screens, like Frank's. Oh, look, a handgun. I better keep this on me just in case. Which is a little weird, because at that point, he didn't know zombies were a thing. He would have seen the intro fly over, but still, assuming it's normal, you know, like you haven't seen the undead walking around, you wouldn't just find a handgun on the floor and be like, yeah, I'm gonna use this. Like, no normal person would do this. That reminds me of a good point I'll actually make once I get these guys back. Awesome, made it. Honestly, that was actually a very easy scoop just because of the fact that it's right outside the shortcut. So basically you only have to run from the shortcut to them because you get teleported there and then back to Paradise Plaza and then you just like walk in. Super easy, actually. Okay, this next scoop is going to be the Coward, which is just Alfresca, I believe. So I don't need to take the shortcut for this one, I'll just head over there. I remember him actually being pretty easy because like Aaron's way more cowardly than he is. Oh, I should actually show this, that way back I think an episode or 2 ago, I actually got this rooftop key, but I haven't actually been over in this direction because I don't think it's that much harder than just taking the warehouse. So let's see what's actually in here. And I'm guessing it's probably kind of annoying too, because I have to do those weird jump down prompts. But there's been a couple areas in the game like that where little tiny barriers that don't seem to matter in the main game are actually a pretty big deal in this one. Oh, I guess they let you do it right here though. So am I gonna take damage? No. I guess I knew that before, that this game doesn't have fall damage because you can't really jump off anything you're not intended to. Alright, we're here. I don't know what's going on with this lighting, but it's weird, like it is night, or I guess it's sundown or something. It's really weird to me. But I want to make this point that whenever I hear people talk about, oh, what's like your zombie plan, what are you gonna do to survive zombie apocalypse, which is less common now than it was like a couple years ago. I always thought that really the issue wasn't surviving. Like if you're in a situation such as, oh, is this gonna be the wrong store again? I always do this. If you're in a Walking Dead situation, which I really haven't seen much of that show, so I can't comment. I always thought that the issue isn't surviving the zombies, it's how you get into that transition. Stuff like if tomorrow you're just walking and someone comes running at you in zombie makeup down the street, your first reaction is not going to be shoot them, you know, because you probably think it's just whatever. And I think that's kind of the main issue. Is if you ever read a book called World War Z, one of the issues was that everything kind of happened all at once. Oh, dude, I lose my freaking thing. Oh, do I have to hit you? I think I do. That's probably why this box is here, isn't it? Come on. Okay. I don't know why they bothered telling me what the most direct route was. I guess just to make sure you understood that that's opened up now, so you don't think you have to go all the way around. It was really weird that he specifically called that out. I also want to say that, so some of the inputs, damn it, on this game are kind of weird. So like when you're in dialogue sections like that, for some reason the Z button doesn't like to trigger properly. So I can't just hold Z and A and then hit A. That's what I would normally expect to do. Really? Okay. Interesting. I guess it's just meant to be tips. Probably because people didn't know you could do that. That's cool, but it seems weird, because again, these are all required. It'd be different if this was like a side mission he was giving me tips on. I don't know, it seems like this game, I've always said, is just really centered around giving you a good experience. So I could see them wanting to think like, hey, maybe we should include this somewhere. That way you get the full experience, you don't just go the whole game without realizing you can do stuff like that. Very lucky there. I think that's what they're getting at, but there's so many weird things about this game, and it's why I want to include all these little side missions, even though they really aren't worth that much. Just the fact that there are weird little things get thrown in like that that I don't know until I do them. Cool. So this one was a little harder. For some reason, him and the cult just do not get along. And there's a couple cases where it turns out, yes, they still throw that little knockout gas at you, and I did not get hit, otherwise I would show it. But there was a couple times it was close. Sledgehammer is nowhere near as good as it was in the first game. But some other little odd things that came up in that run. One is, I guess, so the way it works is, I still don't know where the bullet comes out of the gun, because it seems to be coming out lower than normal. But I do think it's the center of the screen, because I actually was able to hit a zombie behind me in the head while I was looking forward. So I don't know what's going on with that. But it came out okay. So what you got for me, Otis? Oh yeah, this is gonna be a big one. Yep. I knew this was coming, prisoners. I thought it would be way earlier. Definitely the prisoners were a big part of Dead Rising 1. But the bug I was talking about is that supposedly, I don't think it was intentional that they respawn. And I think that they're actually just a QuickTime event. So I think this is just a straight up cutscene, and I don't think I can save her unless I kill them. That must be it. Wait, what? Okay. That was weird. I thought for a second that maybe I just beat the scoop and that was really it. Oh, yeah. Shake it. See, this is a whole thing. Oh. Is that it? Wow, that's really sudden. I'm not that familiar with the Wii, so I was like, oh god, I don't know what button's the actual B button. I think it's just a very long, extended QuickTime event. This is one of the really weird scoops in this game. So I gotta run. And hopefully I don't have to time that. Okay. This is actually really awesome. Like, this is kind of the most ambitious thing this game's ever done. Wow. This is intense because of how fast-paced it is. It makes me wonder if the difficulty affects this, because right now there's only 2 buttons, if you count that. I guess it's just 1. I shake it, and then I hit B to run. And I'm wondering, oh, no, shit, they changed it up. That's so dark. Why? What is this game like? Up until now, it hasn't been that bad. Like, it's the fact that there's less blood. I don't know if that's more cartoony or like weirdly creepy. See, they switched it up. Now it's all A's. It must have been something. Like, there's a reason they're doing that. So I'm guessing they're going to switch it up again at that point, and it's going to become B. I don't know, maybe there's a tell that I should be looking for. But, oh, actually, I should mention that this is all done, like, in-game, too. Yeah, see, that one's B. That's the dodge. That's where it, like, switches up. Whereas, like, every other cutscene, if they could do this, surely they could do every other cutscene in the game live. But I guess they had to, because it'd be super weird if... Sleeper hold? It'd be super weird if you weren't wearing your outfit. that was really intense, Frank. Okay. Oh, Z and A. Did I get it? Did I get it? Oh, I almost want to fail every single encounter just so I can see what it's going to be. I think they died too in that. This is the most fun I've had playing this game, by far. Like, there's other cool moments, but all of this is exciting. It's entirely new. Because actually, the convict fight sucks in Dead Rising 1. It sucks. Like, they always just get stuck, and you gotta rely on that. Or you just have to get lucky, because they do so much damage. And honestly, I don't think I've really ever fought them without cheesing it. Or I guess you can. They're actually surprisingly easy if you know what to do. It's kind of like a confidence thing where you can actually just run up and hit them pretty easily. Oh, they all get knocked out? Is that how that works? Okay. Someone had a lot of fun. I'm guessing maybe this was like shown off as some kind of demo for the game or a trailer. And that's why they did such a big part of this. Like, so much effort on this one little scene. This might be my favorite episode so far, guys. I guess that's just meant to represent their health, just like how many guys are left. And I'm guessing there's probably certain sequences where you want to go for the kill. Or maybe like it wouldn't pop up otherwise, but like, oh, I know if I go activate the attack in this sequence, it's a guaranteed kill, whereas you have to get it twice if you do it on some other part of it. It's so suspenseful to like see that and then wait for a loading screen. Like, I knew it was going to be a quick time event, but I didn't know it was going to be that. Oh, awesome. And a key. Oh, so this is going to lead up to the bomb run, where I'll probably need a car to get around. I don't think there's anything like that in any of the other Dead Risings. There's like small portions where you have to like kind of interact with stuff to dodge something, but never like an actual long QTE. And while I'm not a huge fan of QTEs, that was pretty cool. Like, one of my biggest issues with QTEs, like say in a God of War-esque game, is I can't watch the scene. These shows are wearing different shirts, right? I think that these are actually stronger versions of her or something. Because I'm pretty sure she was wearing blue before, and then she stopped spawning for a while. Like, normally they had Cliff with the machetes here. So I think now she's just a more powerful Joe. Alright, another really easy escort. I think they purposely made her a really great survivor just because you already put in the work of killing the convicts, so they don't want to make it then something you fail on the way back. Alright, so I think bomb run's up next. Yeah, definitely. Interesting. This is the first time I think they didn't pause me during text dialogue.
This is the last resort. I'm going to end it all. I'm sorry that I got you involved in all of this. I love you, Isabella.
See, yeah, now I'm like really disappointed in this cutscene. Like, this cutscene looks really terrible after they just did that really awesome last mission. Like, can they really not render these guys? Or maybe it's just they didn't want to try and reanimate all these cutscenes? So that's new, a countdown timer. So I got 30 minutes. Perfect. Oh shit, I knew I meant to remember this. Shit. Or could I have prevented this? Or are they just gonna have to be out there? If I don't get them back by the bomb run, I just lose them? God, I really wanted this to be a good run. Like, I don't know if there's multiple endings or how it works in this game, but I'm gonna feel bad if I really fucked it up just because I didn't give Ronald his food. I should know better. I played so much of this game. First difference, this is way skinnier, by far. Like, normally it's a whole ordeal to go back here. It's like perfectly scaled down compared to the main game. So let's get to these cars. I don't know how these controls are gonna work for driving it. Oh, I so thought that was a limo for a second. Really? I can't walk over that? Okay. Let me guess, you can only go into the maintenance tunnel with the car. And I bet I can only use the car in the maintenance tunnel. But surely I must be able to get out. Damn it, I was expecting a tutorial. I hit B and I just backed up. I guess they probably don't want you using the car in the park. I don't know why that would matter. because there's nothing else that happens in the park. I guess you have the helicopter. So I think I know where all the bombs are. I don't think they would change that. Luckily though, it seems that they actually start you off doing a different route. Because normally when you come through here, okay, hold on. Is that a whole nother area? Is that how this is gonna be broken up? So that I have loading zones constantly? I get that they don't really have mechanics for it, but just like right now on that map, I'd use the C button. I just thought how the C button doesn't do anything when I'm running around. That would've been perfect. All right, I guess I just run back to the car. So far, I'm doing amazing this time, even though it doesn't feel like it because of all the loading screens. And then I guess you probably only have to fight Carlito when you're driving around, or maybe when you go into those little side areas with the bombs, he's just throwing stuff at you, but not actually hunting you down. Or I don't even know if they can render a whole car. And I'm guessing the car can't break. Because to my knowledge, I don't think there's any way to actually get out. I am guessing that there was not cars in Resident Evil 4. I have not played it, but I think this is something unique to this game, and that's why it controls weird. Like, I bet that there was probably just, it essentially gave Frank a different model, and he just walks forward when you hold A. God, these zombies are aggressive. I don't like Joe hiding in the corner there either. So I think that was Joe. Oh God, come on. I can't hear the music at the moment, but I assume it's the same music as in the other game, which is actually pretty damn stressful. So, based off the first game, normally once you grab the first bomb or two, that's when, I think you grab the first bomb and Carlito spawns. But he always spawns in the exact same center, so you may not see him until you get the second bomb. In Dead Rising 1, it was actually a thing where you don't really want to kill Carlito. One, because it takes too much time, and two, because it teleports you to his spawn point, which is usually, again, it's always at the center, so you usually don't want to ever do that. Because then you're just stuck in the center without a car, and that is not the easiest thing if you're doing this for your first time. Everything's really straightforward though so far. Like, I know a lot of people said that they had a lot of trouble with this mission when they first played the game because it's very confusing, and you might not even know you can get a car. Like, you'll probably figure it out, and there's ones down there for you to try. But still. Or just like, they don't realize the car will break as easy as it does in Dead Rising 1, and then you're just stranded because you don't know where the next car is, so like, the only choice you have is to completely retreat. And I'm being super lazy with the car here, by the way, because I want to say about 90% sure that it won't break, so it doesn't matter if I just plow into a wall at full speed, or like all these tanks. Or maybe it can break, but I'm guessing it resets every time I go into one of these little areas and then get back in the car. Which, that alone gives it a hugely different tone than what the Dead Rising 1 was. I almost don't even want to say anything because I don't know what's going to happen. I just want to like watch and pay attention to this game. Like, the more I play it, the crazier and crazier it gets. So now I have to hunt down Carlito with my car. Okay. Big thing that I don't know if this comes across is that the car actually goes really fast in this game compared to Dead Rising 1, but it takes way longer to accelerate. Without sound, this is like really therapeutic. Oh. Okay. Oh, so I'm fighting. So I guess I didn't dodge. So let me chase him down. Do I ram him? Is this like a fight? Guys, I have no idea what I'm doing. Do I just have to follow him for a set distance? Maybe get so many dodges in? It seems like he really sped up there. This is fun. Like, I gotta say, that's something that I can't say for all the games I play and come out, but this game, overall, pretty stressful. This part, pretty damn fun. This entire episode has been great, guys. Like, going back, I was so tired, because every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I go for a run outside, like over my lunch break, and then I also get up at like 6 in the morning. Between those two, by the time it comes to film, hell yeah. I don't know if I dodged properly or not. By the time it comes to film, I am tired. So I think I just ram him, but I'm guessing it's more tied to the dodging. Frank has gotten super badass lately. Just with like those cutscene kills on those convicts, and then this. Oh, did I lose? So, really? I'm hoping getting those bombs are checkpoints, otherwise that's bullshit. But I guess maybe I don't want to hit all those tanks? I don't know. Because the game doesn't really tell you. It seems like if they're going to have you in the car, they should show you the health of the car, since that seems to be a pretty important thing. And that's something I always didn't like about Dead Rising 1, was you don't really know how much you had to avoid the zombies, or like, were those tanks really bad? Or like here, am I supposed to follow him? Because I feel like I might be hurting myself more than him. But I'm pretty sure that's how this would work, right? Is you hit the dodge. I don't think he hurts himself when you dodge him. And then you just start ramming him. I could probably work either way, because I'm guessing he probably takes damage from these guys too. Like, I wonder, would it be possible for me to just camp somewhere? Because I assume he's going to come after me at some point. So, can I, like, camp by sitting somewhere where if I dodge, he always runs into the wall? He's so floaty, too. Like, you can knock him side to side really easily. Theoretically, just get him stuck. And on that note of acceleration I said earlier, where it takes forever to accelerate, it also seems to take a pretty damn long time to decelerate. I think I got hit there. So even though I'm hitting a wall, my car is actually just slowing down slowly. And you can see that's why it's kind of hard to control. See, what was that? It rubber bands it. See that? Like, because I blocked him in, and then all of a sudden he just shoots the fuck forward. This game is great, guys. I would totally recommend playing it if you have access to it and the Wii. It's like $10 to get off Amazon, and this has been a really fun experience. I almost wish they had just made it its own game and its own story, but I guess part of the point of porting this game was that, oh hey, that awesome game you heard about on the 360, we got on the Wii now, yeah. So if it was entirely its own game, they wouldn't get that effect. I must have to hit him. Oh, if I can't get this, I might even actually look up a guide, because this fight doesn't really explain much of anything to me. I got basically no break, so that's kind of an issue. Unless there was some break mechanic that I didn't see because they didn't give me a tutorial on this. The thing is, I bet I take damage ramming him too, so I could theoretically die by ramming him. I think I've seen this cutscene like 4 times, ever. So, I assume then, yeah, oh, I guess I skipped it. I assume then you still had to find the last bomb, but I guess that was the last bomb. I kind of like that you actually had to kill him. I didn't like how he was such an optional boss in the main game. Well, I'm going to cut it here because that was a pretty action-filled episode, and I'll see you guys next week.